Director of this institution, and Vedangini is Sister Vedangini, Vice Principal of the institution, Professor Jnana Chandrika, Chairman Board of Studies, Mr. Taniru Suresh, the knowledge partner, Dr. S.K. Mathur, the former Director, IP, and our HOD, Madam Lata, and we have the entrepreneurs, those who are going to join shortly for panel discussion. We have Madam Monica Mishra, and we have Madam Rohini Deepti, and we have Mr. Virendranath, as Mr. Suresh was referring to. He is an investor and a serial entrepreneur, and we have Madam Kiran Mai. And my dear colleagues in the department and my dear students and also the invitee students from various affiliated colleges, it's a great pleasure for me to address all of you. KRTYA 2016 knows the challenges of the present global environment. There's a reason, perhaps, we have chosen the startup as a theme. We had series of discussion with our faculty members in the department, and Mr. Taniru Suresh and Madam Manikam has been guiding us always to go ahead with any kind of activity that we need to organize from time to time. And then ultimately we have decided that this particular event to take place. Now, at the outset, I wish to congratulate all the students of St. Pius College. This is an occasion where our student can experience as a manager, an event manager. And this is an occasion where they can demonstrate their capabilities, their skills. And I always feel that these kind of events are a great workshop for them to experiment. And in that context, I once again sincerely wish that the entire day is going to go in a very happy mood and participation from all of you. And many other the speakers have spoken about the startup. I just want to talk about one or two issues. Having chosen startup as a theme, today the buzzword is the competitive advantage, strategic competitiveness, and ultimately it shall result in capabilities, value creation, and competitive advantage to have edge over competitive advantage and sustain that competitive advantage. Then you can really excel, and that is what the strategic competitiveness is. That is, I think, the message to all startups. Unless we have that kind of vision, then it will be very difficult for sustaining this for their great participation. And lastly, I thank Professor Jnana Chandrika Madam for having accepted at a short notice, and also Dr. S.K. Mathur and Mr. Taniru Suresh, who is a knowledge partner. This college is really unique. I have seen many organizations, many colleges, and this is one such college where I find it is things are done in a very systematic manner, and this is where I just want to thank our sister for creating this kind of environment here, and also thank all our colleagues in the department, Lata and her team, in motivating all our students in organizing this particular event, and also to thank all our non-teaching staff for helping us in different respects. Now with these words, I thank for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening and motivating the students.
Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Before I come to a serious question, starting a business, people think that it's difficult. Yes, it is difficult. But unless you have a passion for that, whether it is men, women, it never bothers. It's only thing is the idea. How do you sustain the support system? Because especially when it comes to women, a lot of things will come into the mind. Can she be able to sustain the pressures from the society? Starts from the family first, friends, then you have the people. Hey, ladki kya karegi? Right? It's nothing different. Those days are gone. I have been in those days. Nowadays, girls are more competent enough to stay any business. The only thing is, you should have that vision, a constant vision and understanding that I can make my living better than what I am, or my parents, or my family. So I don't think men or women will not make any difference to start a business. But only thing is the passion should be there and the guts to sustain the difficulties what you are going through. Many ups and downs will be there. Don't think it's very rosy. But then how you keep it up yourself, how you come, how you sustain all the grievances what you are going to have. and a lot of ups and downs financially, mentally. So, but one good thing in this new era is, in this now new generation, is that you have a lot of support systems. Like media is there, your Google uncle is there. You get a lot of surveys have been conducted. When you start a business, how do you do it? All that information is available. Only thing is, you should love that venture, whether you want to start it.
Thank you. So, with that point, the entrepreneur is an entrepreneur, no matter what, if it is a woman or a man. I agree with your point. Thank you for bringing that. So, the question, next question would be is, with your story, I would love to hear, when we wanted to have a motivation of 2 minutes, how you really thought you would be getting into this mode of being a founder. Have you really thought when you were a student that over a period of 5 years or 6 years I would be a founder?
I was never sure that I could be an entrepreneur or a founder. Especially so that I come from a family background. My dad's been in the public sector. My mom's worked in government school. She's been a teacher most of her life. My only sibling, my sister, has worked in public sector. So Satish Chandra, who's otherwise well known as an investor, he's been my mentor for a very long time. And one thing that when you as future leaders choose mentors, ensure that the mentor that you choose has the abilities and the experiences that you lack. Is somebody that can be a sounding board. And this is something my mentor did very well. And when we were going through the entire journey of ideating my startup and figuring out the business plan, and that's when we decided, and I decided, yes, it is now the right time to take a plunge. I called my dad. I said, and I was working in a typical multinational company, heading India operations out of Mumbai. I called him. I said, I'm moving to Hyderabad. I'm founding a company. This is what I've decided, and I thought there'll be a lot of resistance to this decision. And to my biggest surprise, he said, if today you don't take the risk, you'll never take it. Go ahead. So, thanks to two very important people in my life that I'm here today as a founder, and it's been over 4 years that I have been with this startup now. Journey has been phenomenal. Everything that you would possibly imagine learning in MBA, you would do it tenfold as an entrepreneur. Your perspectives are going to change. You would be extremely hands-on. You would be, like Hiranmai was saying, she was one person doing everything, and that's your life as an entrepreneur. You're everybody from the office boy to the salesperson to the marketing head to doing your accounts.
Yeah, I would pause it here. How many times in those situations you thought I should quit it?
Never.
All right, that's a great spirit.
So, you know, Dr. Mathur and Mr. Veeranandan said that it's going to be tough. Believe me, it's going to be phenomenally tough. A corporate job any day is a cakewalk against it. Because if nothing else, you're ensured that you're going to get money's worth for what you're doing. You can get out of work, switch off, and think about family. And what Dr. Mathur rightly said is, it's a social context that you have to manage. People have families, people have responsibilities. And something I remember reading Sheryl Sandberg's book, Lean-In, says that unfortunately, you know, the previous generations, you were fighting for your first contract, your validation that this is the product, I'm now in the market, where is my first paying customer, the first time an investor spends money, everything is a high. You get extremely excited about it. There will be at least 100 more times that you will go through lows, and like Suresh said, would you want to quit then? Don't quit. It would be stressful. Go have that sounding board, take it out. Take out your stress, share it with somebody. hence important that sometimes you find a co-founder.
Any questions do we have before we, any questions?
Okay, so my question is, how a student can expose those challenges and experience before completing an education?
First, you have to identify what you want to do, what you want to learn. There are enough platforms to do a short part-time work, experience, internship. One is you will validate your questions. Second is you will get a real-life experience of what a startup works like. And you will actually realize if that is possible. The other place is volunteer. If you don't work with a startup as an internship, maybe volunteer in an incubation center like Suresh has, or ask if there is another non-for-profit organization that needs your help in doing a job. The job could be unrelated to your question of challenge, but you will have the opportunity to reach out to people and validate your question.
That skills that they are learning with those hard jobs, or working in a petrol pump, or working as a librarian in a college. So those small activities or those small jobs is helping them to get that confidence to get to the level of being an entrepreneur or to get to the level of being in a corporate. Yeah. Do you think there is actually a trend there, and also the trend has to incur in the student group in India also?
Money and everything that Indian parents tend to give. So, and the day I think Indian parents and we as a society realize that we need to earn our money's worth.
Yes.
So even if it is pocket money, ideally the pocket money should be given against a chore or a task that you do.
Exactly.
So there is something that it teaches you, it is humility to earn that money.
To your response, always my father says, you get the first class in 10th, I'll give you a bicycle. I got a bicycle.
And it doesn't have to be need for money. If you've not ventured out to go and work in any firm, and like he said, it could be a fast food outlet, it could be a large company, it could be a startup. Sometimes large companies are a little more bureaucratic in terms of hiring interns, but that's not so much so if it's a small firm. It will teach you the way businesses work from a very different angle. You can in fact as an MBA student judge, this is what I learned in class and how does it translate in real life with very small examples. And there is always a good chance that you meet this one person who inspires you to a level that you actually go set up your firm.
Yes.
Or, like she said, if I have an idea, you might actually bump into that person working in another company or interning somewhere or volunteering somewhere. You meet with that person and you can actually learn so much more.
Yes.
So, 2 pieces of advice. Go intern somewhere, go take up volunteering job somewhere. Don't bother if they give you a stipend or not. That shouldn't be a worry today, that am I getting a paid internship?
Yes.
The question is, am I getting an internship that I'd like to do?
Yeah.
And again, coming back to my example, I met my founder investor in a networking event that was organized by TNN, the India's entrepreneurs. It's a huge non-for-profit organization. I went there just to understand how startups work. Way back in 2008 and 9, when startups was not the buzzword. And we continue to engage to understand what this phenomena is.
Yeah. You started your own organization, managed with a single hand, and now you're actually being a movie director and I already see that your videos on YouTube and it's been viral, and I in fact showed to my entire family, but we really like it, okay? So you being as a single woman of a startup and also a movie director, what do you think that the overall challenges that you faced while coming to this level as a director? And now, to keep you informed, she is actually ready with her script, for a big film, and she's actually approaching. And any time we might not be able to see her, and we always have to see her on a big screen. And she's also doing. We are actually creating a business model for a 4K film, like how we have Prasad Labs, and these are all 2Ks. And she's actually getting the 4K business. The film business to Andhra and Telangana, and she's actually doing a coordination. So with that in mind in the background, what are the challenges that you really faced so far to come to this level?
Yes, it's been very long journey since started overnight. I started my career at the age of 19, and slowly, it sort of I came step by step, and I started my own consultancy. I dealt with software projects and IPP projects and financial projects. In 2007, I continued for about 6 to 7 years, and I didn't find happiness in it. So I still felt like I need to do a lot of things where I can motivate people and bring out their creativity and make a career for themselves. Even my mom was very supportive. She was like started, you might know this Bhakra group started by Harrison Brahma. We have made awareness to all women's groups. Somebody who can appreciate your creativity or promote you in the resources where he can refer to. But most of the time my script was copied, and I couldn't find it was so competitive industry that there are so many short filmmakers who are
So competitiveness in the industry is very high, and you keep on getting the new script. I don't care, let it go off. I have to get a new script.
So it is I've been studying a lot of to get all the resources at one place, and I was only the person from tune to the I have to contact everybody, every artist, every technician with the
Everyone who is here went through the same.
Yeah.
Worked as a peon, or worked as a receptionist, or worked as all the positions. I completely understand. So what you're saying is finding the right mentor.
సెట్ చేసి వేస్తాం తెలియదు మొత్తం బట్ టుమారో
Mogambo, Kushwa. Mogambi, Kushwa. So अब lunch हो गया, entertainment हो गया. What's left?
Team 2 Monica and Sushmita, Team 3 Shravani and Divya Teja, Team 4 Sana and Zora, Team 5 Asma and Ashwini, Team 6 Shruti and Musa, Team 7 Sai, Shivani and Shailesh, Team 8 Sharad and Vibhuti, Team 9 Gautam and Aparna, Team 10 Anita and Lakshmi, Team 11 Shaurya and Nandana, Team 11 Shravani and Burit, Team 13 Vishal and Jayat, Team 14 Saurabh and Mani Prasad.